Facebook ads for lead generation, the fast way and the easy way. So this video is going to have no fluff. I'm just going to jump straight in and show you exactly how my agency sets up lead generation campaigns for most of the businesses that we work with. So we generate somewhere in the region of 150,000 leads per year for our clients. So you can see here one of our clients, last year we did 43,000 on Facebook leads for £2.84. So very simply, to get straight into it, the campaign structure that we most often use for testing ads for lead generation looks at exactly like this. So you're going to have one campaign which will be ad set budget optimized, which means you're going to put the budget at the ad set level. We'll then have 3 different ad sets which will each be testing different ad angles. So for example, the first ad set might be testing us versus them style ads. The second ad set is testing testimonial style ads, and the third ad set is testing UGC style ads. And then within those 3 ad sets, you can have 3 variations of each one of those ads. Same for second one, same for the third one. Then you're going to have your instant lead form, which all ads will be using the same form, and then you generate leads. So let me jump into an example ads count and show you exactly how to build out this lead generation campaign and how to build out the instant lead form on Meta. So you click create, you will select leads optimization, continue, always select manual leads campaign. You don't want Facebook making any decisions for you. So manual leads, continue. Then you can name the campaign however the hell you like. We always call it what it is, which is prospecting, Facebook lead forms, and then I usually do the date. So I know when we've launched this campaign at a glance. Nothing else that you need to change in here. You don't want to turn on advantage campaign budget. We want to do ad set budget so you can force spend into different ad tests and see which ones actually get the best results and then put more spend into those. So then you go to the ad set level. In the ad set level, you just want to name the ad set. So we can see from the layout, it's going to be ad set 1, test 1, angle 1. So whatever the angle is, if it's UGC or if it's us versus them or if it's before and after, you would give it that name. So for example, this one might be test 1 before after. So again, at a glance, you can see, oh, the before and after ads are doing really well or not, etc. Just very easy to see at a glance what you're doing. So name it, and you want to select instant forms. So we're going to use Facebook's instant forms, which appear on Facebook platform. Tracking is exceptional, quality is actually not too bad, and you can refine that as you go. So instant forms selected, then you want to go down, make sure you select your correct Facebook page for your business. Leave this at maximize the number of leads. Then you want to select the budget, so daily budget, depends how much you've got to spend. I'd suggest an absolute minimum of £10 a day per ad set, so we'll do that. Then in terms of the location targeting, all you need to do here is select wherever your service can be offered to customers. So for example, if you can offer service across the whole of the UK, you just leave it as the whole of the UK. If it's a smaller area, for example Manchester, then you're just going to put in Manchester, United Kingdom, and then select the size of area that you want it to cover. Meta will still show your ads to people who've just been to Manchester and then left, but it will be down to your ads to do the targeting and make it clear to potential customers where your service can be offered. So for example, in the ad copy, you can just write something like, hey, Manchester homeowners, if your target audience is Manchester homeowners. So that's all you do for location, nothing majorly complicated. Advantage plus audience settings, you just leave this exactly as it is. Advantage plus placements, leave that exactly as it is. Then you're into the ad level. And again, naming convention wise, just to make it easy for yourself, ads, this will be V1, angle 1. So if this is our before and after test, this is going to be V1, before, after. So we know again at a glance, this is version 1 of 3 of the before and after ads. Then you're going to go in and just build out the actual ads, select Instagram account if you've got it connected, or just use Facebook page. And then it's going to be create ad, single image or video, multi-advertiser ads I would actually recommend leaving on. Then you go in and set up your actual ads, which I'm not going to do in this video, but again, simple stuff like this. You would have 3 ads for testimonial, 3 ads for us versus them, 3 ads for before and after, whatever they are, and you drop all of these ads in. So it's just something like this. For example, testimonial, we're going to have 3 ads. So we've got ad 1, ad 2, similar style, before and after with a little quote, and then ad 3, just showing the result of the work and then quote from a customer. Or for example, before and after ads, which I would recommend if you're doing before and after, say then and now, or swap this for this, or from this to this, so you don't get any problems from Meta. But again, 3 different ads, just 3 different jobs, very simple bit of text to say from this to this, and then the ad copy will explain to the customer what the offer is and all of that stuff. So you go in, build your ads out. In terms of the ad copy, whatever is relevant for your business, keep it short, simple, then use Facebook's auto-generated variations. So you put in your first bit of ad copy, which is just going to be very simple, straightforward, telling people what the offer is, what they need to do. For example, click, fill your details in, get a free quote, get a free consultation, whatever it is. And then Meta will suggest variations of that. So you just click apply all, and Meta will automatically generate ad copy that they think will be effective. So ad done, then you want to jump into the actual form itself. So under instant forms, you want to click on create a form, and this is the form type that I would suggest all businesses start with. If you then need to refine it by adding in custom questions or exclusions or conditional logic, you do that all later. First off, you just want to go with simple form, more volume, give it a name. Obviously you can give it a specific name if it's helpful for you. That's it for that page. You want to leave it on more volume. Then onto intro. Background image is optional, but I would highly recommend that you turn that on, and then use image from the ad. So it means when people click from the ad and they open the form here, they will see the ad image behind the form. So it'll have a very nice continuity for people. Once they've clicked and opened, they then see the form and it's got the same image they were just looking at, and then they can go ahead and complete the form. Greeting, optional, but again, I would massively recommend it. So this is going to be the headline text here. And all you're going to do in this text, nothing overly complicated. Whatever your offer is, whatever you want people to do, just make it very clear there in a simple sentence. For example, get your free quote now. That's it. And then description, again, you're just going to tell them what they need to do to get that free quote. So complete the form below to get your free quote within minutes. Obviously, if you can't give them a quote within minutes, don't say that, but something along those lines, very simple, don't overthink that. Questions wise, again, wouldn't recommend any of this conditional logic, lead filtering, custom questions at this point. You can do that after you've tested the most broad version, which is what we're doing now, of lead generation. And if you find common problems, like everyone who applies doesn't have enough money for the service or the product, or everyone is in the wrong area, then you can, from that data, then you can start adding in qualifying questions with conditional logic, which will ask them something that you need to know in advance, like what's your budget. If it's too low, it just closes the lead form. But you would never start with that because you don't know what level of problem you're going to have with leads until you just run open. And 9 times out of 10, I find that just running it open is actually far more effective, far more cost effective, and you just deal with unqualified leads on a very quick call. Not got enough budget, bye. So you leave all of that stuff. Contact information, you're just going to go on to add category, contact fields, and add phone number in there. You always want to get the phone number. And then I would usually move the name to the top. So you're going to have full name, email, phone number, and you can see what it looked like over here. And then in this section, description, you're just going to tell people what you're going to do with the information and why you need it. So I usually just put something along these lines. In case people become worried about giving their information on Meta, which is a very common issue, I just put something simple here like, we will use your information only to deliver your free quote. And then if you really want to go for it, I wouldn't at this stage, but maybe help in the future. If you're getting low success rate, low conversion rate, you can add in something like, we will never share your data with third parties, something like that. But for now, just keep it very simple as is. So you can see the form there. This will auto-fill by Meta as well, so it's very quick for people. Next step, you're going to go on privacy policy. You will drop your privacy policy from your website in here, and then you can change the link text if you like. And then the ending one, again, very simple, thanks, you're all set. You could just leave it as that if you want. I would usually change it to remind them that you're now going to give them a call. So I'd say, thanks, we'll contact you as soon as possible. Here you can reword that any way that you like, but generally I like to use this headline section after they've completed the form, just to remind them that what's going to happen next is you're going to reach out. And then description, again, I would just reiterate that, so with a bit more info. So our expert team will give you a call in the next 24 hours. Side note, I would massively suggest that you call leads far sooner than that. Within 5 minutes is ideal, but just to let them know over the next day, your team's going to reach out and give them a call. And then also remind them, check your email for updates. So if you're emailing them in advance of the call, hopefully this little prompt will put in their mind that they need to have a look at their emails as well. Simple as that. And then the final button at the bottom of the lead form will lead them either to your website, to a specific page. You can also ask them to call the business if you like. I would just leave this as visit website and then just put a link to your website in. So if you're offering bathrooms and kitchens or driveway cleaning, give them a link to your website where there's a gallery of good projects that you've previously done that they can go and have a look at and get a little bit more familiar with your business. If you're doing like a lead magnet or something, then this is the point where you would say view file. So if your whole lead form has been download this free ad templates or download our free design guide, whatever it is, then you would upload the free lead magnet document there. But generally just leave it on, go to your website, put a link to your website, and then click on create form. And then that is absolutely it for the Facebook lead form. Super simple to do. Then all you're going to do is build out the rest of this structure. So you've now got the campaign, you've got one ad set, which is your test one. So you're going to need to make another 2 ads in here. So you'll have your before and after version 2, before and after version 3, like so. Then you're going to duplicate that entire ad set. And of course you'll change the name in there to test 2, and test 2 might be UGC video ads, and then you drop in your 3 variations of UGC, and then you duplicate that one, and maybe test 3 is reviews style ads. And that is absolutely it. All the settings are already done on the first one, so you don't need to change them again. Budgets are going to be the same across, so it's £10 for this one, £10 for this one, £10 for this one. You've got 3 ads in each ad set, which are all of a similar style, so you're going to get a good idea of what's working well, what isn't. So you're going to get learnings immediately as soon as you launch that. You'll know reviews are doing really well, before and after is doing really well, UGC is doing really bad. You turn it off, put the budget into before and after or reviews, and every time you turn off an unsuccessful test, you just create a new test based on what is working well. So for example, let's say UGC isn't working and reviews isn't working. So we know before and after is working. So what I would do is create 3 more before and after style ads. I would just come into here, quickly duplicate the before and after ads test, and then I would call that test 4, before and after, and then drop the new before and after ads in there, similar to what's already working, and then you would launch that. You can also, for example, if before and after is working really well, what you can do is just go in and increase the daily budget for that specific ad set. So if it's done really well for like 4 days in a row, then I'd just come in here and I would increase that to £15 a day. Give it another a few days to run. If it continues to perform well, I'd come in and increase it again. All the while dropping in new creative tests based on what I'm seeing that's working, what competitors are doing that looks like it's working, and you just build up from there. And that is absolutely it for starting out with lead generation on Facebook ads. That's the simplest, most effective, easiest to build out, and easiest to optimize structure that you can possibly use. There are far more advanced strategies and techniques that you can use, but always I would start with this, and you will identify from this if there are any problems, and then there are next steps that you can take to solve those. If you'd like to see more advanced lead generation strategies for Facebook ads, for example, improving lead quality if you're getting bad leads coming through, or how to qualify leads to a very high level on the lead form level before you actually speak to them, let me know in the comments and I'll make a video showing you some of the advanced strategies that we use post lead generation as well for CRM systems, etc.